Okay, back to the show.
Back to the show.
Hello, Josh, you there?
Hey, I'm here. What's going on?
Hi, Josh. Where are you calling from?
Hey, Rip, I'm from North Carolina, Outer Banks.
North Carolina. The Outer Banks of North Carolina. That's the barrier islands off the coast. Is that where is that what that is?
All the way out here, Southern Shores.
Well, good. How's the weather today?
Beautiful, 80 degrees.
80 degrees and real fucking humid, I'm sure. It's always humid out
That's right.
there, isn't it?
Pretty much this time of year, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, what can we do for you?
All right, Rip, I got a question about switching. The overarching question is about misses in your training and whether it's time to go to an intermediate phase, if that can help you avoid misses.
Okay.
I've been following the novice linear progression for 9 months, doing 100 workouts, and I did my maxes, and I got a total of 1265. So
That's pretty good.
475 squat, 315 bench, 475 deadlift.
Right.
My body weight's 255.
Okay.
So that deadlift should be higher. And if the goal is, we broke 1250, that's cool. Want to get to 1500, you got to get that deadlift up to like 600.
Yeah,
And
you do.
In my training, I keep missing on my deadlifts and some of my pulls and my cleans. So I was thinking about moving over to a heavy light medium to try and switch up the stress. I don't know, because at the novice phase, it's like we'll hit those weights. We'll get a set. Next time we move up in weight, we'll miss it maybe twice in a row, and then maybe hit it. And it's just I don't know if missing it is slowing the progress down. Because I've done 100 workouts as a non-linear or the novice. So,
Well, first let's talk about the deadlift. Tell me about your grip on the deadlift. Are you using an alternate grip, a hook grip, or are you using straps?
double overhand straps.
Double overhand straps. All right. So when you tell me your deadlift is 475, that's not because you're dropping it. You just can't pull any more than that, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. 475 was my max. My last completed set of 5 was 435. That was last week getting ready for my
Okay,
max.
so you did a 475 single max.
Single.
Okay,
Single.
but you're pulling
Sorry about that.
435 for a set of 5 off the floor with straps.
Yeah, last set completed. And up to that, it was like, 425 fail on like rep 4. Next time you try it, hit it. Go to 427 and a half.
All right.
Get to the 5th rep and miss it. And then next session, hit it. So,
All right. Let me ask you about your squat. Are you no shit below parallel on your squat?
no shit. I got a video of it. I hit it.
All right. Well, I wonder what the deal is on your deadlift. Do you have short arms? Where do you lock the bar out on your thighs? Is it up by your nuts, or is it down in the middle of your thighs
Yeah,
like
nuts.
it ought to be?
I'm 6 feet tall, 255.
So you've got kind of a anthropometry issue there with your. So you lock the bar out way high on your thigh.
Oh yeah, it's all the way high on the thighs.
Well, that's just going to be something you have to deal with. So, because you're having to pull the bar 4 inches further than everybody else does. All right, don't worry about it. Continue to do this. I'll tell you, you've been training long enough. You're 9 months on the novice progression, and it very well may be time for you to switch over to intermediate programming. And what I like to advise people to do when they first go to intermediate program is to do the 4-day split. So that would involve you coming in on Monday and Thursday and doing your squats and pulls. And then on Tuesday and Friday doing your presses. and your chins.
Okay.
And try that for a while and see if that doesn't get some things unstuck. And then, further on down the line, I would advise you probably to go to the combination of halting deadlifts and rack pulls, because that is always productive. And especially in your case, your rack pulls will become the most important part of the pulling training. And
Okay.
you do have a rack available, right?
Yeah, I don't do rack pulls because I just ran the
You don't need
novice
them
linear.
now.
I was like,
You don't need them now, but you do have a power rack, right?
yes, oh yes.
Good. All right. So that's what I'd do. I'd go to the 4-day split.
Okay.
And
That was the question, whether to do like a heavy, light, medium, Texas method, or something else. I'll
No,
go
I
for
would,
it.
I would do the 4-day split right now, and I would do, squat and deadlift. No, I'd squat and power clean on Monday, and then I'd squat and deadlift on Thursday, and I might deadlift first on Thursday. So Thursday's going to be your heavy pull day, and Monday will be your light pull day. So most of your squat work needs to be done on Monday, and then take kind of a medium day squat on Thursday and pull heavy. But that's it. Read about that in Practical Programming. I've got the workout detailed in there.
To answer your original question,
good.
yes,
Thank you, Rick.
failing reps will derail your
Oh, yes.
progress. Absolutely.
Yes.
Do not fail reps. Do what you need to do to not fail reps.
If you can't complete a rep, then you can't deliver the stress to the system to which you must adapt. Okay? This is what's wrong with these chicken shit motherfuckers that insist on doing RPE. They're giving themselves permission to fail and not obtain the stress they need to continue the adaptation. And we know this because we train people all the time that have been on RPE for a year and a half without having done any PRs. If you're not making PRs, you're not getting stronger. Now, I don't really need to explain that, do I? But that apparently they don't understand it. But they come to us and, pay us to get them unstuck, so we do. But RPE is just giving yourself permission to not get stronger. That's all it is. Because if you can't force through the PR to the 5th rep of the heaviest set of 5 you've ever done, then you don't get the stress from that rep. And if you don't get the stress from the rep, you can't adapt to it. That's just all there is to it. Okay?
That becomes even more true as you go into intermediate and then advanced programming. You cannot be failing reps in training. If you got to give yourself some perspective. If you pulled 435 for a set of 5 last week, you can pull 440 this week for a set of 5. If you didn't, something went wrong either in your brain or there was a technique error or a grip error of some kind. So in other words, you're strong enough to pull another 5 pounds, especially given where your squat is right now. So just keep that in mind. And then if you're only pulling heavy once a week, every rep you do is 20% of the stress that you're getting for the week on that pull. So if you miss 1 rep, you only do 4. You've
done 80%.
You're going to very quickly start backsliding, and you'll stop progressing. Really, all your lifts when
that's a great way to look at it. You're missing 20% of the stress.
when your pull stops progressing, your entire program stops progressing.
Yeah.
So that's a high priority.
Join us this next podcast, this next Friday. On Starting Strength Radio, we're having one of our famous call-in Q&As where you, the listening public, call us, the most intelligent people in the entire fitness industry. And you ask us your questions, which are always beneath our contempt. But we behave ourselves and treat you like a serious human being. Hell, we may be the only people that do that in your whole week, you know. But, you know, these are always fun, so join us this coming Friday for Q&A call-in on Starting Strength Radio.